So I finished Maybe We Can Fake It by Tammy Sabia, I think is how you pronounce that author's last name. This is a male romance book. I got this off Kindle Unlimited for my new Kindle, obviously. And this is like my favorite kind of book to talk about because I gave this 5 stars, right? But like, is this book perfect or even like written well necessarily? I don't think so. Like, not that it's bad, it is perfectly readable and it like does the job that it's doing very well. I think our characters of Brendan and Travis are very likable and they're cute together and they have good chemistry. The plot plays out in a pretty like realistic way. I mean, it's a fake dating trope. The story is that they've agreed to fake date for the sake of Brendan's um, adoptive daughter's grandparents. So like all of that was good, but as far as like the actual writing and plotting of the book, like you could very clearly see certain things were set up so that they could pay off later. One example that I won't like give that won't give away too much of the story is that very early on in the story, it's brought up how Brendan has a fear of needles and like would not get a tattoo, but he would in this particular circumstance. And then later on, he has tattoos, and it's like a plot point, like minimal. Like that's kind of why I bring it up, but things like that where you could very clearly see things being set up in like a not subtle way, which once again does not make the story bad. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I had a fun time reading it. I read the first half and then the second half in 2 sittings, like back to back. And so, it was good. It did the job. It was emotional. I did tear up a little bit in this book. The book does deal with death of family members and death of a close friend, and kind of the talk about that just was emotional. I thought, like I said, the relationship between Brendan and Travis was cute. It is like a little bit of a friends to lovers plus fake dating kind of story, and I would have liked to seen their relationship before the fake dating starts. Like we get the sense that they are friends and that they do care about each other, but I just would have liked to get some kind of flashbacks or the first couple of chapters kind of scenes of them interacting in the like 10 years they knew each other before the start of the book. And I just think that would have been a little bit better. But again, this was 5 stars for me. I really liked it. Probably my favorite romance that I've read in a really long time. And it's just a book that, like I said, is not perfect. There are things about it that could be improved, but it just did the right thing for me in the right moment. And so 5 out of 5. And I definitely would probably read more romance books by this author.